Angel, listen to him, okay? Very important lesson, okay? Theology 101, okay? That's Cardinal Mueller.
Proclamation of the revealed faith.
Before I let you go, I need to get your thoughts on the continuing purge of the traditional Latin Mass in the wake of that Guardians of the Tradition document, particularly here in the U.S. In the Diocese of Covington, Kentucky, the bishop has removed the faculties of 2 priests who said publicly that the post-Vatican II Novus Ordo was, quote, irrelevant. Cardinal Mueller, your thoughts on the speed, the intensity, and the heavy-handed tactics being deployed against priests who celebrate the old rite or voice their opinions about the new or the old rite?
As the Holy Mass is dogmatically instituted by Jesus Christ and has there's a doctrine about the Holy Mass, but the rites are different in the Catholic Church, and every rite has a certain history and a certain variation, and therefore nobody can be absolutely identify the essence of the sacraments and the ritual liturgical form, and therefore surely the Second Vatican Council had made a reform and a renewal of the liturgical thinking and the liturgical practice, and a certain reform of the liturgical rites. But the Vatican Council didn't change the doctrine about it, and therefore here is needed a more sensibility, pastoral sensibility and acceptation of those priests and faithful who prefer the Latin Mass in the Latin Rite in the older form, and not to make this question to a question of faith and dogmatics, but is only a question of the discipline, of the liturgical discipline. And therefore there is needed by bishops who want to be good shepherds not to look to Rome and to say to the Holy Father, I suppress these people, and therefore I look for a reward to become promoted, become archbishop or cardinal, and this childish behavior of some bishops we have. But to have the responsibility, it is more important that is celebrated the Holy Mass in what form and of the rite, whatever it is, then that the people are angry with the Church and they will leave the Church. We cannot say we have closed a traditional Mass parish and not to care for these people where they are now going to.
We just watched a little while ago the Archbishop of Canterbury celebrating the Anglican rite in St. Bartholomew's in Rome, yet priests of the Roman rite can't celebrate the old Latin Mass there. I mean, there's something wrong here. I'll give you the final word.
As a ridiculous contradiction. No? Because for us, the Latin Mass, in the Latin rite, in the Western Church, there's a Latin rite, has different forms, also the Ambrosian rite, and therefore we have a certain variety of forms of the same liturgy. And what is belonging to the liturgy, the Holy Mass of the Anglicans, we as Catholics don't accept, with all respect, but dogmatically, the magisterium doesn't accept the validity of the priesthood of them, and therefore there is not a valid Holy Mass. And this is not only a question of you are open or not open. This all the time is the same. There are made decisions without a theological and dogmatic fundament, only for looking good and to looking open and I am so liberal and you can make what you want, but if you are not obedient in secondary questions, they are coming with the authority and with penalties and all these things with the authority. It is very needed that we have a more clear theological basis of the concrete decisions, and it is not so difficult. You must only read this Vatican Council, and they will see all. And there's a good basis for practical decisions.
Yes. You make such a great point about the kind of virtue signaling, you know, in appearing open, but it creates and sows seeds of confusion. And that's what I think is so heartbreaking for so many, because neither the Anglicans nor the Catholics know where anybody stands when this is over. Your Eminence, Cardinal Gerhard Mueller, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Angel. Okay, good morning. Okay, we're able to listen. Okay, we're able to listen. Okay, that's very nice messages. Okay, I know you're Catholic. Okay, we go to church on Sunday, or probably tonight, on Friday. Okay, Latin Mass. We're gonna go to Latin Mass in Oakland. Margaret Mary Church. Okay? Okay? Huh? Okay.